Hey y'all, my name is Taylor. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. So it's been a little while since I filmed, minus the reading sprints that I did with my Once Upon a February co-host a couple weeks ago. I think it's been a couple weeks ago by now. I can't remember. My time continuum is all messed up. But yeah, so I ended up, well, my daughter ended up getting the norovirus, which we didn't realize that's what it was at the time, but then I got it. And that was awful. That was not fun at all. It was that type of sickness I haven't had in like at least a decade. Like, it was awful. But anywho, I'm back now, and I wanted to share with you some things, and I say things because they're not just books. Most of it's books, but I got a couple other things, so I thought I'd share with you what I got for my birthday. My birthday was last month in February, so I wanted to share with y'all in case y'all want to pick some things up for yourselves. So I'll start with the non-book things first, and so all of these are gifts for my birthday. So the first one I have is May the Lord Be With You t-shirt. This is from Chrissy from Chrissy's Purple Library. And y'all, I saw this on one of her videos and I was like, girl, where did you get that shirt? And she sent me the link and I was like, oh, it's right around my birthday. I put it on my wish list because I was like, maybe somebody will get it for me. If not, I'll probably get it later. Because I really love this shirt. I love Star Wars. I'm a huge sci-fi fan. I'm more of the OG Star Wars, like the new stuff or Disney ruined things. I am not as much of a fan of. But, yeah, so I was very pleased to receive this from her because I was like, girl, you got me this shirt. So, yeah, she's so sweet. So I'm excited to own that one, and it's a Christian shirt, but it's also got some sci-fi elements to it, which is fun. And then the next one I got from my aunt, and it is a Pride and Prejudice shirt. It's got the peacock, and this is like one of the editions on the book cover. I don't own that particular book edition, but maybe I will one day. But like, isn't the shirt so cool looking? Like, I love this color, like this dark teal color. So yay, I got that. And Pride and Prejudice, if you didn't know, is one of my absolute favorite classics of all time. I collect different versions of Pride and Prejudice, so I had that on my wish list, and she loves Pride and Prejudice too, so she got it for me. And then the last t-shirt that I got as a gift is for my brother. He picked it out all by himself. I was so proud of him. It is a good day to read a book, and every day is a good day to read a book, right? So it's got the book and the flowers coming out of it, and yay! And I am so pumped to have some book related t-shirts. I felt kind of left out from some other people I see have booktube channels, and they have like these cool shirts, and I'm like, yay, I can finally be a part of the cool book t-shirt club. So those are the t-shirts that I got. And let's see, my brother also got me a coloring book, and this is Country Charm. And yeah, I'm from the South, and I thought it would be really cool to color some pages. And I saw Bethany over at Bethany Brings Books. She has started coloring. She mentioned getting some coloring books on her channel, and I was very inspired to put some on my wish list, and I really would love to get back into coloring. I really do enjoy coloring. It's been a while since I've done it, and I feel like it would be very soothing, and maybe something to do before bed that's not in front of a screen, and that's not reading necessarily. So and I also thought this would be good to do during Book Lover Amanda's Southern Charm Readathon, because this sounds very Southern country-esque to me. So maybe I'll do a vlog and color in it or something. I don't know. But yeah, I think that is all of the, I'm looking around at my stuff. I have different piles. That is all of the non-bookish things. So I'm going to go into the books that I got as gifts first, and then things I bought for myself for my birthday. And then I also went thrifting for my birthday, which may not be as exciting to everybody else or to some people, but I love thrifting. It's one of my favorite activities. I think I would consider it a hobby. I love finding like these little treasures, especially books, so you can get things for a fraction of the price. So that was extremely exciting for me for my birthday. So I went thrifting for my birthday. But these books, I will try to find links for them, put them in the description box. And by the way, I did want to mention that if they are Amazon links, I have started doing affiliate links, which I think most people know how those work, but you know, I thought I would try that and see. But yeah, you don't have to use them, but if you do, I appreciate it. So the first gift I got, let's see, let's start with these. So it's from Lindsay Lemus, and Lindsay, she's practically like an honorary booktuber. Like, she comments on everybody's videos, very super sweet and supportive. Every time she comments, it makes my day. She is so sweet. And we all want her to create a channel, but there's no pressure. So she got me two gifts, two books. The first one is Married at Sunrise by Leha Humphreys. This is a fairy tale retelling about King Thrushbeard. Thrushbeard, the fairy tale itself, is about this princess, I forget which one it is because this may be flip-flopped, but the royal person, I think it's the princess, she like refuses to marry this man because he doesn't look good enough or something. She finds some kind of fault with him, and she refuses to marry him, and I think the king or somebody over her is like, the next person who walks in you're gonna marry, and it's the guy that she rejected, dressed like disguised as some less than desirable person, so she marries him, and it's actually a king or something like that. But anyways, this is the retelling version of it, and isn't the cover gorgeous? Like, it just screams like Hawaiian island or island paradise. So it was very pretty. Let's see. So the other book she got me is also the other one is clean too, but Clean Fairy Tale Retelling. And this is A Thieving Curse by Selena Gonzalez. And this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, but I think the beast is a dragon. I'm intrigued. But yeah, so I am a sucker for a Beauty and the Beast retelling. All of them are not that good, but still I enjoy them just because it's my favorite retelling. So we'll see how I like this one, but thank you, Lindsay, again for sending both of those to me. And then let's see, I also got two books from Chrissy as well. And Chrissy, if y'all are not subscribed to her, please go subscribe to her. She is the queen of editing and has only gotten better over time. She has been doing some excellent vlogs, like crazy good vlogs. Like, she keeps you entertained the whole time. Her commentary on stuff and the way she phrases things, and it's just a good time. But she is also from the South, and her accent comes out, and it's so funny. But she is so sweet. She sent me some stuff, and yeah, I really appreciate it, Chrissy. But she also got me a Clean Fairy Tale retelling. This is Becoming Hook by Mary Meckham. I can never say her name right, but yeah, so if y'all haven't heard me talk about this is a retelling of Peter Pan, where Peter Pan is the villain and Hook is the hero, and he has a love story with Tinkerbell. And this was my favorite retelling of last year, so excited to actually own it, because I'm sure I will reread it at some point. And then she also got me A Time to Die by Nadine Brandes, and I've read a few books by Nadine, but this one I think is a little bit different because it's a dystopian, and I think they get like forewarning of the day that they'll die or something. I don't really know, but I was intrigued, and so she got me both of those. So thank you, Chrissy. So I had a buddy read with my readathon peeps, since we were doing fairy tale retellings for our readathon. We decided to read Hunting Sirens by Mary Meckham, which is the sequel to Becoming Hook. And I will tell you more about my thoughts later, but it is a Little Mermaid retelling, but flip-flopped. So the male, is the mermaid in this one, and she is actually a siren hunter. She is not a princess, she's a siren hunter. So there's that enemies to lovers trope going on, and I'll give you a sneak peek. I really, really liked it. So I'll talk more about that in my February wrap-up. And then I think the last gifts are these ones. And these ones are for my mom for my birthday. And these, I think, are probably some of the prettiest books that I own now. But there is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And I was so stoked to get this. I'll try and do a little bit of a flip through. Because I had never seen this edition before. This is by Fall River Press, and it has some very, very pretty drawings in here. Some of them are in color and some of them are in black and white. This one's the black and white one, but yeah, it's so pretty. I can't wait to read it in this edition, but yeah, I think there's Darcy and Elizabeth being guilt-tripped into trying to dance together by Sir Lucas. And let's see. Oh, we know who that is. That can only be Mr. Collins, right? So yeah, this is very, very pretty, and yay! I love Pride and Prejudice editions. Also, kind of trying to collect just Jane Austen editions in general. I would say, as far as like the movies and TV shows go, like Pride and Prejudice is my #1 favorite, and Sense and Sensibility is my second favorite. I've never read Sense and Sensibility though, so maybe this is the year because I have this pretty edition. But the sticker, I need to try and get that off better. But this is a nice purple edition. It's by the same company. It's a nice pretty inside cover. Let's see. They also has the same deal of some black and white, and then some color pictures as well. But I mean, I love it. It's just so pretty. So those are those two editions. And then the last one she got me is, I think, my favorite. And I haven't even read Sherlock Holmes yet, but it is the illustrated edition of Sherlock Holmes. Like, look at it. It is so pretty. And there's the inside cover, like London, dark and spooky and foggy, and just a murder's gonna happen, you know. Like, it is so gorgeous. Like, every page is gorgeous. I think they did. Oh, look, there's a picture of A. Conan Doyle. But like, here is the beginning page of one of the stories, but it has like, I think, I'm not quite sure, so my Sherlock fans let me know, but I think there are some the original like illustrations are in here, but I think there may be some extra ones as well. Like, I don't think that's an original illustration. I could be wrong. I don't know. But I mean, like, this is so pretty. Like, the edges of the book, like, it looks like old. You know, obviously it's not. And there's another illustration, but I was just like, goodness gracious. It is so... I would have such a good time. I'm going to have such a good time reading this because it is so gorgeous. But here's the back. But Fall River Press, can't talk, did this edition as well. So they do some pretty cool editions. So I was so excited to receive those. So what I bought myself, let me go grab them. Alright, so I got Aberration by Kathy McCrum. This is the sequel to Recorder. So I just finished reading this one and loved it. I'll talk more about it later in my March wrap up because I read this for Tammy's book club, protagonist club's book club. I cannot talk today. Ah, what day can I ever talk? So what's new? But yeah, anyway, so I love this book, and I had to buy this one. I have not read it yet. It just came today, actually. So I was like, yeah, I'll just include it in my book haul. Technically, it wasn't for my birthday, but we'll just say it is. But like, I love the stars. Like, I love this one, the blues and the purples. But anyways, I would say if you're gonna read Recorder, you should definitely have the book 2 on deck, because I regretted not buying both because I had to wait on this one. So I'm gonna pick it up today. But I need to get the third one too. But it's hardback, y'all. I'm so cheap. I don't want to buy the hardback. I don't want to spend full price on a hardback, but I may do it. Because then if I buy the Kindle version for $8, then it'd be like buying the hardback anyway. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it, but I'm gonna have to get the third one because I'm gonna need to know what's gonna happen. So, anywho, enough about that. I also got A.G. Marshall's Princess of Shadows. It's a fairy tale retelling of The Princess and the Pea, but look, it's like dark and mysterious. I don't know. But I was kind of surprised that the size of it, like, it is littler. Like, why isn't it like a actual size book? Actually, the Recorder books are a little bit big, but I mean, it's the same size as Hunting Sirens. I don't know. I feel like this is a normal size book. Okay, here we go. The Struggle Bus. So it's a little bit smaller. So I don't know. Maybe. I wish books were the same size. Like the outside, like the thickness. I get, but like how it's I don't know. It just aggravates me because they're like, on my shelf. They're not all the same height. Anyways, it's not a big deal. So then I got A Forest of Stolen Memories by Callie Thomas. And I think, I'm not sure. This is some kind of, I think it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I'm not entirely positive. I didn't care that he was a prince. They would not force me to marry a stranger. It doesn't sound like Beauty and the Beast, but who knows? I don't know. Some kind of fairy tale retelling. And I heard some good things about her, that she's clean, so I was gonna give her a shot. I tried to buy books that were indie published, so that was my thought process for purchasing some of these. Speaking of, I purchased Jerusalem's Daughter by Jenna Van Maurik, and she is actually on BookTube. I'll have her channel linked below, but this is a biblical fiction romance story, and it is set during the Passion Week. So I thought, I want to support indie authors, and also, Easter is coming up, so I'm going to plan on reading this for Easter, hopefully. So, yay! And then the last book that I bought brand new, I thought was really cool. So, A Literary Tea Party, and this one's by Allison Walsh, and I just love cookbooks and tea books and like food related books related to literary literature. Oh my goodness, I'm struggling. Okay, anyways, I love it when it's connected to books, like especially like classics. And this is Blends and Treats for Alice, Bilbo, Dorothy, Jo, and book lovers everywhere. And so it has like different recipes and tea blends related to literature, right? So this one is cracked china deviled eggs, which I don't think I'm ever going to make this because I don't like deviled eggs, but it's from The Wizard of Oz, related to The Wizard of Oz. Let's see what else. Haycorns for Piglet. This one is related to Winnie the Pooh. And Panther's Pasties. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland is what that one is related to. Sherlock steak sandwiches from The Adventure of the Barrel Coronet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Like, some of these I know I will just never make because none of these sound appetizing. But, like, Arctic Trail coffee muffins. Well, that sounds pretty good. By White... From White Fang by Jack London. Like, I could potentially make this. Let's see. Hot cross currant buns related to the Secret Garden. Ooh, it's the sweet section. Here we go. This is my section. Candied flour cookies from the Secret Garden. Like, I'm trying to find the tea part. Surely it's in here somewhere because that's what, you know, it's supposed to be. Here we go. Find a picture. The picture page. These don't really have too much. Bilbo's Breakfast Brew, which is related to The Hobbit. These don't have pictures, but Christmas Tea with Scrooge, related to A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Deduction, a Sherlock tea. The Masquerade Tea, which is from the Phantom of the Opera. Like, Raspberry Cordial Tea, Anne of Green Gables. Tea with Tumnus. The Chronicles of Narnia. I'm struggling, y'all. But I thought that was really cool. And my goal is to... I wasn't able to do it last year because I was... I had just given birth. The year before that, I had done a tea party for Mother's Day. And I really want to do one this year. So hopefully I will be able to. But I would love to use this book as inspiration for some tea or some treats for us to eat. So I'm excited to try that, and if I do it, I'll try and vlog it. So now we'll get into my thrifted books, and I separated them into children's, nonfiction, adult, and fiction adult. So the children's one, I have a stack, and I'm trying to get without making everything fall. Okay. This is the struggle of trying to film. Like, there's never enough space to house all the books you want to show. Okay, so first and foremost, I'm trying to, I know my daughter is still an infant, but I would love to one day homeschool. And I've been slowly gathering up books, not only for her to look at now and, you know, just to have in her collection, but also that we could potentially use for homeschool. So I found this one for $2. It's The Human Body, and you know, I don't do medical stuff, but I thought, you know, this would be pretty cool because it separates out like the different systems and talks about them. So yeah, these are pretty interesting. At least they're not real, so I don't get as grossed out. But yeah, I got that for her. And then I forgot to cost this. I guess it's like an indie published book, but it's called The Armorer of God by Angela Gladden, and Westbow Press published it. A division of Thomas Nelson and Zondervan. Okay, cool. I guess it's not self-published, but it's cute. You know, it has like the different like children's illustrations to go along with Ephesians, and you know, I thought that would be pretty cool to help my daughter learn that part of the Bible. So, you know, 25 cents, how could you not? And then this was another one that I could see potentially taking off a sticker potentially going with on her homeschool journey, I guess. The Hatmaker's Sign, a story of Benjamin Franklin, retold by Candace Fleming, illustrated by Robert Andrew Parker. So, you know, Benjamin Franklin is kind of important to American history. So, you know, I love how you learn something from a children's book. I just love it. It's just, you get to be entertained and see these cool illustrations, but still learn something. So it's like my favorite combination in a children's book. I also found this really cool edition, and I think I may start collecting editions of this for my daughter, but I love the story of The Night Before Christmas, and some of the illustrated ones are so beautiful. And so, yeah, isn't it pretty? Like, I just happened to run across it, and I was like, it's so pretty. And it's like, I don't know how much it was, like 50 cents or something, but like, look at the elves, and you know, they're sleeping in their beds waiting on Santa, and I just love it. It's just so cool. But there he is, flying away, hiding my kerchief and Ma in her cap or whatever. Like, there's Santa. It's just so pretty, so I had to have it. And let's see, make that sit right. Okay. And then I read some of these as a kid, like the Dear America. So I thought, you know, I'm going to start collecting these for my daughter as well. But it says The Great Depression Diary of Minnie Swift, Christmas After All. So it's set in Indianapolis, Indiana, 1932. If you don't know, I think these are like journal entries, like based on, you know, similar journal entries, or, you know, it's like learning about history in first person perspective as fiction. I think it's fiction, but you learn about that time in history from a little person. I don't know if they're all girls, but young people at that time. So I got that. And then I was inspired by Bethany over Bethany Brings Books. She did a video about her Little Golden Book collection. And I don't know if we currently have any. We may have a few that I just haven't realized that we own. But I was like, oh, those are so cute, and I would like to own some for my daughter. So I ran across one. It's the Nutcracker, and I love the Nutcracker. And I didn't know that they had a little golden book version of it. So I was like, oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna have to get it. So I did. But there's that one. And then, so I mentioned before on my channel that I am collecting the Magic Treehouse books, because I know they're so good, and I loved reading these as a kid. And there's like, I think there's like 36 original ones, and then they expanded, so there's like 100 and something. I don't know. But I've been collecting them through thrift stores, not buying them brand new, but collecting them through thrift stores. And I got like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 in one store. Like, I think people hold on to Magic Treehouse because they're good, so it's rare to find 2 in one store, much less that many. So I was like, oh, this is exciting. But I got them at multiple stores. There's more than that in the stack, but I got all of these in one weekend, so that was like crazy. But I got a lion one, a ghost tale for Christmas time, Night of the New Magicians, Eiffel Tower, Dolphins at Daybreak, Tigers at Twilight, High Tide in Hawaii, Stage Fright on a Summer Night, so Sherlock, Shakespeare, Polar Bears Past Bedtime, Thanksgiving on Thursday, and Good Morning Gorillas. So I'm really excited to, I think I may, if I can get all of them before my daughter gets to this reading age, I'll probably read them myself first, and then when she's ready, read them with her again, because I kind of been for nerds to read them, so we'll see. I also got Soul Surfer by Bethany Hamilton, and this is this true story of her story. Like, I've seen the movie, love the movie, but this is actually her story, like her real one. And there are like real life pictures scattered throughout here, so that's pretty cool too. So I may read that during the summer maybe, because she is a Christian, and I think she, yeah, a true story of faith, family, and fighting to get back on the board. So I'm sure she incorporates faith in there. So excited to read that one. And then I was super excited to run across this because I was not expecting to find this in the thrift store, because it's, you know, it's a book I think you have to order it. Like, you don't just go out and buy this at the store, I don't think. But it is The Dream Traveler's Quest into the Book of Light by Ted Decker and Kara Decker. So it's middle grade, I believe, but you know, it's Christian middle grade fantasy, looks like. So it's book one. I was like, oh, look at that, I'm gonna buy that. And then the last book I'll mention is a Bible, and I got it for 25 cents. It's the Adventure Bible, and I'm like, you know, this will obviously be for my daughter, but it's a kid's Bible, and they have like, let's see if I can find some more stuff in here, but it's got like, you know, illustrations and like how to pray, and it's just, I mean, for 25 cents, you know, why not? So I've got, you know, that type of stuff, so excited to find that find. Alrighty, so let me grab my other thrifted finds that are the adult books. Nonfiction first. I got South Carolina's Gardener's Guide. So I live in South Carolina. I'm a proud resident, and we have some pretty plants, and I need all the help I can get with gardening. I don't really have a green thumb. Like, my idea of a garden, well, for me to take care of, is my idea of an ideal garden is to just pop a plant in the ground and hope that it lives and thrives on its own. But I love looking at gardens. I just need to get better at making them happen myself. So I thought this might be helpful because, like I said, I need all the help I can get, and I would love to have a beautiful garden. And yeah, so it was 50 cents. So yeah. All right, and then I also got I Can Only Imagine by Bart Millard. He is in the band Mercy Me, and I love the film that they did, and I love that song, and the movie is I don't cry very often in movies. I will cry much more. I've never cried over a book. I've gotten slightly teary-eyed on a handful, but I have no tears have actually escaped my eyeball for any book yet. But I will cry for movies or TV shows if they so move me, but there aren't very many of them. And one of the few that does is the I Can Only Imagine. And I actually watched it at the hospital while I was being induced. So nothing, you know, it was the first night we were there, and nothing was happening. So I watched it, and my husband was like, "You don't need to watch that. You're going to get emotional." I'm like, no, I'm not. We get to a certain part, and he looks over, and I'm like, you know, like trying to keep it together. But I do love that movie. Like, it's a happy cry. Like, you know, you're happy. It's sad, but you know, like, the Lord is moving. So that's what makes you emotional. So, anywho, I thought I would read the book. Sorry I went on a tangent about that. But anyways. And I also got a study guide for Waymaker by Ann Voskamp. I recently got the book, so I thought, well, why not get the study guide for 25 cents since I found it? So, you know, maybe that might be helpful. I also got a Ted Decker and Tosca Lee book. Have never read either of them, but I've heard good things about them. Never heard about this particular book, but I was like, well, it's them, so, you know, it's supposed to be Christian, so we'll see. But it's called Forbidden, The Books of Mortals. I have no idea what it's about. It looks kind of dark, but, you know, we'll see. Let's see. When Comes the Spring by Janet Oak. I think I own When Comes the Heart. When Calls the Heart. Yeah, this is the first one, so I don't know which one this is, but we'll go together. I got an Elizabeth Camden book, which is Against the Tide. So she writes historical Christian fiction. And there we have the lady looking away from the camera in period clothing. So that's the historical fiction-ness of the cover. And is this the last one? Yeah, this is the last one. I was flying through these. So the last one is a Dee Henderson book called Unspoken, and she does romantic Christian suspense. I will say that the cover does not intrigue me at all. It seems very dated, but I've heard good things about Dee Henderson. I've never read her before, and I love romantic suspense, so I just thought I'd grab it for 25 cents. So yeah, so thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know if you have read any of these, your thoughts on them, if I should prioritize some of them. Yeah, but y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.